almost ready. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, so much stuff, you guys. You're not even gonna believe it. Oh. Hi. Hello. I hope you can hear me. If you will let me know in the chat that you can hear me, I would really appreciate it. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. I have to have a fan blowing because it is roughly 4 billion degrees in my attic where all my junk is. So, okay. Hi. Can you hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me, or just say hi. I just want to make sure that my audio is picking you up. I'm pretty sure it is. I would really appreciate it if you'd let me know that you can hear me, though. It would mean a lot. Say hi in the chat. Let's see if I can figure out how to check my own audio, because nobody is saying hi in the chat. Hello. Okay. It looks like I am audible. So, oh, good. Hi, Donna. I'm glad you can hear me. All right. I'm just going to get started because I have a ton of stuff and I really want to get through it today so I can put this stuff away for tomorrow. And it's a lot of stuff. And some of it I'm really excited. I'm going to put together for a live sale that's going to be on June 18th. So it's kind of a preview. Okay, so first I'm going to show you this. This is a 1971 Betty Crocker recipe box. And I was really excited to find this. Inside is so these are the recipe cards that are original to this pack. You can see copyright. Oh, these are 1973 McCall. So these are not. These are McCall's cards from 1973. These are General Mills cards from 1975. So it looks like I don't even have the Betty Crocker cards at all. But I do have a bunch of really cool 70s cards. And then this thing was in there, which is just kind of a little fun piece of packaging ephemera. And I don't know, there was like a couple of, there's a like stuck in here and there. I'm going to have to go through and find them, are some little clippings. This one's for potato gnocchi. Anyway, that's fun. I love the yellow box. I think I might put together little kits of those cards. Let's get this out of the way. That one is big. Let's start with, I've been on this kick of wanting boxes to put my junk journals in. So I got several cute little boxes. This is one. I don't know if you've ever been to Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. If you ever do, make sure you go to the Reuse It thrift stores. There's 7 of them in Lancaster County. They're run by the Mennonite Central Committee Council, something like that, Mennonites. They are the most spectacular thrift stores I have ever seen. They were so good. A lot of this stuff came from those thrift stores, and I wish I had spent the whole week there. Almost. There are some really good thrift stores in Philadelphia, though, and used bookstores. Anyway, I got this one. It's got this embroidered lid. So we'll see what story this tells me for a journal to put inside of it. The fabric on this one just spoke to me. It's got this cute little button. It's Vera Bradley. on the button it says Vera Bradley. So I don't know. When I bought it, I thought the fabric looked pretty vintage, but now that I'm looking at it, it may not be. I don't know if I can get those out or not, but if I can't, I'll probably just use it to store stuff. This is padded. Like, you could almost use this as a little sewing box and put pins and stuff in there. Maybe that's what it was for. I don't know, but it's cute. I love the colors. And then I got these two pretty ornate, wooden boxes. This one has all of this inlaid wood. Opens this way. See how pretty that is? It's got a few little pieces missing. It still has a little bit of its original, looks like Russian to me. I don't know. But it's just a little wooden box. And I feel like this will be perfect for holding a junk journal and some other little things that belong to someone. It hasn't told me a story yet, but it will. And then I have, take some of these. I have this little one. This one definitely looks Russian. This has got an engraving on the top, beautiful work here on the side. And it's just another little box. And I know it's got a story to tell me. This is written on the bottom, but no date that I can tell. The original price is $11.50 though, which tells me it's pretty old. Okay, so boxes done. Good. I got a bunch of stamps at the Mennonite thrift store. I got this one. It's not pretty, lilacs. Let me see. I'm not in camera. These are lilacs. Hi, Rebecca. I'm glad you're here. I just finished a 12-hour writing sprint. I wrote 8,500 words, and my brain is kind of spinning. So I'm actually pretty glad I have this to do, but I am pretty tired. I might crash eventually. Anyway, I got this one. Looks like it's been used a couple times, but it's in really good condition. I got this one, which is super pretty. It's like a hummingbird stained glass looking thing. And I got this like big frame, lacy kind of frame. So those are the rubber stamps I got. I got some more though that are vintage that I'll show you when I get down to them. Let's see. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm going to keep these, so I'll show you the price. They were $1. And it's a pack of like return envelopes, I think. I don't know. Oh, now that I'm looking at them, I think they might have been, they might be like a pack like of envelopes you can use like this. But I seriously thought that these were like someone's junk mail return envelopes when I bought them. But anyway, I got a pack of these. There's maybe a dozen there, 20 for $1. I always look for vintage like paper products or any kind of paper products. Adrian and I went to IKEA and I got these 2 packs of napkins. I thought they were really cute to use for collage. So these are leaves. And this one's got little blue fish on them. I do too, Rebecca. I've decided that I'm going to start collecting little teacups when I'm traveling, like my mama did. So I got this one at one of the Mennonite little thrift stores. They're not little. Oh my God. They're laid out. I'm not joking, like a Macy's or something. They're incredible. In the best thrift stores I've ever been in. We went to 3 of them, and each one of them was just as good as the last one. Anyway, I thought this was really cute. There's no mark on it or anything. But it starts my teacup collection. Little geisha girl. Try not to get that broken. What's this? Oh, just a little box full of different sizes of binder clips. Those were also $1.99. I got some vintage patterns. I got these at Philly AIDS Thrift, which is my favorite thrift store. Um, oh, Donna, does it? I don't know. So post World War II, that would be like the 40s, 50s. That would be kind of cool. It definitely looks Japanese. It does not have any kind of a marking. I'm trying to take the. Oh, it's got a little bitty symbol on the bottom, like a flower stamped in there. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you can. There's a little bitty flower stamped on the bottom. And that's all. Oh, and there's like a symbol of some kind, some sort of probably Japanese writing on that one. 50s. Well, very cool. Thank you for that info. All right, I got some patterns. I'm working on some fashion style type junk journal. This is from the 70s, 76. Kids, look at that one. And I thought I might try to get enough of these to put one in each kit, but I did not find enough real cool vintage ones of like this, but I did find some I'll get down to and show you in a minute. That's cute though. I like that one. That one. That one. Oh, you're not in focus at all, or in a frame. I need to move my chair or something. There we go. That one. And this one. This is the oldest one, I think. Looks, let's see if there's a date. This one's like all wrapped up in a, yeah, it's a weird little thing, but that's okay. It's because the envelope is so delicate. Does this have a date anywhere? Sometimes they do. The original price was only 25 cents. It's definitely looks 30s or 40s to me. Older than the 50s, I think. It says copyright, but it does not have a date. Look at that. I wish this had a date, but I don't see one. Yeah. I'm going to say this is likely, the hair looks like, that's like a victory roll, right? I'm going to say 30s. Does it work, Rebecca? Your old sewing machine? That's cool. So I got. Oh my God. Dude, I'm live streaming. It just got interrupted by your call. Is everything all right? Hello? Yeah. Okay. I'm back. Of course. I got a phone call right then. Um, okay. I think that's it. Just now I'm like sideways. Hold on. I need to get a dedicated camera. Hold on, please. Okay. Sorry about that. Bye, Rebecca. Can you hear me still, Donna? I hope you can still hear me. Anyway, I got those patterns. Sorry about that. I got a little pack of scrapbook paper. I thought was kind of pretty. I haven't even really looked at it, but this is just like scraps of scrapbook paper. This is also from the Mennonite thrift store. I thought the colors are real pretty. Double-sided. This is embossed. It's nice paper. So there's that. What else do I have over here? What's in here? Ooh, this is some ephemera I got from different places. I went so many places. This was from a big antique store that was less fun than I expected. I wish this was also in like Lancaster. So we went to the Green Dragon flea market, which was actually mostly a farmer's market and food, and then like junk. I don't know, new stuff, like cheap new stuff. It wasn't, nobody was really selling any vintage stuff, which was really sad for me. So then we went to the Cackleberry Farms antique store, which is ginormous, but super expensive, like even more expensive than you would expect an antique mall to be. I don't know, like my daughter found a Harry Potter book for $10. Like, who sells Harry Potter for $10? You can get it at any thrift store for $1. So anyway, but I did get these envelopes there. I thought they were really pretty. There's several. There's 3 red ones, little pack of green, and then this, there's a 5th red one, and then this little pack of yellow. There's 6, so probably 6 of each. And I got this little bag. It said do not open, so I didn't open it. So I'm not even 100% sure of everything that's in here. So let's find that out together. I think I'm going to cut this below these staples so I can get in there. This was, this is a little pack of vintage needle books. Sew and stitch. That's cute. That lady looks super happy to be sewing. Super happy. Little sewing kit, or just thread, some buttons. That one's not special. Some iron hooks, 19 cents original, a needle threader, and another sewing needle book. So I thought that this was going to be full of this is how they had this package, and you couldn't see in there. So I thought it was full of needle books, and they had the 2 needle books on the outside. So clever, I suppose. That's a Sewing Susan, though. Very cute. Look how happy they look to be sewing together. Like super, super happy. Yeah, that was kind of iffy packaging. And I got these. I want to make a Christmas journal sometime before Christmas. So I found these Christmas postcards, and they mostly have writing on them, and they're like early 20th century, I think. So I'm going to keep those for my Christmas junk journals, as I've been collecting some stuff for that. That's more like a birthday one or just a special regards. It doesn't say Merry Christmas. Cute. That one's got a stamp on it. That's kind of cool. I find so many of these with no stamps on them that I think people must have given postcards like in person a lot back in the Victorian day. Okay, that was my little ephemera. I was so excited about this one. I got this one on Facebook Marketplace in Philadelphia, in a suburb in New Jersey, actually. And this was this lady who was probably about, I don't know, 60. This was her Girl Scout sash. So I'm going to guess from the 60s. And she sold it to me for $5. And I'm making Girl Scout journals. So I'm really excited to have this vintage sash, which is great because it's this darker color. No, why am I buffering? Oh, okay. And then all of these patches. Look at all of those patches. Aren't they great? And the little wings to fly over to Girl Scouts from Brownies. Citizenship buttons. And her number. She was a star Girl Scout, this girl. So I got that I'm going to use in my Girl Scout junk journals, which I'm super excited about. I don't know. I was a Girl Scout, and I'm really excited to make these. I got these. Sorry for the reach. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them. It's just a little, I got these at a thrift store. There's just a little box of rectangular beige tile, like creamy colored tiles. I don't think they're old or anything, but I thought my girls and I could paint on them or something. I'm not sure yet, but something. They were only $2 for 8 tiles, so I thought, why not? Why not? Sometimes that's just the thought that goes through my mind when I'm at a thrift store is why not? I thought I could use this in my attic. So I don't need this in my kitchen. I actually have a set very similar to this in my kitchen already, but I thought I could use these in my, a whole set of these in my craft room, just to store stuff. So there's sugar, coffee, and flour with the little lids. How cute. I thought that was super cute. I think I'm going to keep this one because I think that is what I'm going to do with it. It doesn't fit well enough to, I wouldn't actually put I don't think I'd actually put food in it, but I would put some craft supplies in there. Why not? So there's that. And I got this big old owl. I don't think he's very vintage. I think he's missing some enamel, but I thought that was funny because it looks like eyebrows. And I think what I'm going to do here is just like this, like keep some pens or my scissors in there. Yep. And I also got this for a similar purpose. It's a pansy mug, like kind of an raised pansy. This does look vintage to me. I don't know how old or anything, though. There's no markings, but there's that. Can you still hear me, Donna? I hope you can because my thing got all messed up. Oh, I know. I'm going to show you this little stuff here. So I got this etching that I may remove from it. Let's see what happens when I try to remove this from it. It's frame. I might just use this as a, ephemera or pocket, something along those lines in a journal. I often do that with, I'm making a prayer journal for my sister, and that's a church. So I think that might end up in my sister's prayer journal. I'm going to leave it out of the frame. The frame itself is super cute. It's made in Mexico. I don't know if it's an artisan or what, but it's very pretty. Very pretty. I'm going to show you some of the, I mean, I just got, these are super cool. They're vintage stamps. And I think they're so cool. Like it says Jeep, and then there's a Jeep. Oh, they're hard to see. So there's a Jeep, there's a helicopter, there's a sailor with a suitcase. Look at that. A sailor and a boat. No, it's a hovercraft and a motor car. Look at that 50s motor car. A locomotive, a motorcycle, an oil tanker, and a miner. So that's what's in that first kit or bag. And then there were 2 of them. I was so excited because I think they're super neat. Oh, some of these came off, but there's an aeroplane, a typist, which of course is a lady, but she's at a typewriter. Look how fun that is. The nurse is also a lady. The postman is man, though. This is a liner. I think it's an ocean liner, like a boat. A lorry, which is a truck. I feel like these must be maybe Europe English or something, because lorry is not an American, very American word. Here's an airman, a builder. That's kind of cool. Ooh. And a bus. And then there's 2 that have come apart. It's like a teacher, also a lady. And a man carrying a bucket. Maybe he's like the milkman or something, like a farmer of some kind, a dairyman. Don't know, because he's missing his wood block. So that's good. I'm going to stop there with that lot because you guys don't need to see like every tiny thing. And I found a bunch of boxes and I don't even know what's in them. This is like a metal sort of oh man, I can't. Industrial tie. I love to get these to store. There's not much good in here. I don't even need to show you that stuff. It's mostly just like little things that I got that aren't even vintage or anything. I loved this box. I don't even know if I can get you up high enough to see it. It's like a chest with handles. How cool is that? And look at the little lock. And it just opens and there's stuff. Well, I put stuff in here, but can fall. It's new book I got at the thrift store. That's for me. I'm very excited about that. That's all I put in there. But it's got a hinge, and I feel like I could really do something, but like if I can think of the story for this box and make a journal to fit in there, it would be pretty spectacular. There is something else in it. Oh, another hinge. So there's just another hinge in there. I don't know why, only half of it, and it doesn't really belong anywhere on here. So that's interesting. So this trunk, little bitty trunk, I thought was super cool. I needed to tell me its story. And then I got this leather purse. It's just Kenneth Cole, but I'm going to use the leather of it. I'm going to cut it apart and use the leather. Let's see if I can get you back down here. Okay. So there's that. I'm definitely going to have to take a break in a minute or a little while and make some space. I'm just piling things up around me and it's not working super well. Okay, and I got another box that I'm not going to try to lift up here because it's too big, but I am going to show you the look what's inside of it. Oh, I loved this. It's Webster and it's writing, which I loved because, you know, I'm a writer, and I thought the Webster reminded me of, I think this is a cigar box, but it reminded me of the dictionary. And it's just a vintage little tin. And I think what I'm going to do with this is, I saw something on Etsy, and I wish I could remember who was selling it, but they just had a vintage tin. It was much smaller than this, and they had cut a bunch of watercolor paper that they could put inside of it. And I think that's what I'm going to do with this. Unless it tells me a different story. I got a couple books. Oh, I got these recipe cards. I thought those were cool. The Recipe Collector. 20th Century Plastics Inc. from Los Angeles. Those are cool. And then I got this book mostly because look at the cover. Isn't that cool? I think that is like a super cool cover. This part is really cool too. It'll make a great junk journal cover, but look at that. Very neat cover for that. I literally have no idea if anyone can hear me, so I'm gonna double check my settings. Can you hear me? Yeah, I think you can. All right, so that's okay. Just double checking. Okay, and then it's got some great pictures inside. So I love that one. That will make great junk journal. I got these little doggy, like puppy, or I don't know what, vintage, like mid-century dog salt and pepper shakers, because I have for years owned the cats that match this. So they have like a little magnet that holds them together, but I have the cats that match. So now I have the dogs and the cats. Cute. What is here? Oh, this little piece of stained glass I thought was really, really pretty. It's like a butterfly. There's that. Couple more books. These are not old. They're reprints. But I still think they're pretty neat. They're Dick and Jane books, but they're pretty modern reprints. Well, 1993. So not super. I mean, they're still 20 years old, but they're reprints anyway from the 30s, probably. Honestly, don't know. It says the 60s, but I feel like Dick and Jane is older than that, right? Anyway, cute images in that one. And there's two of them. So, books. And I got a Smithsonian Book of Invention. It's a neat cover and neat images. Oh, pretty. I have so many linens. I'm going to save that and show you with the rest of the linens. I have so many linens that I found. Those Mennonites, they love their linens. Oh, and this little bitty A Christmas Carol. I'm going to do something with this for my Christmas journals. Probably I'm not going to be able to bring myself to tear it apart, although it is in pretty rough condition. I think I'll probably end up taking scans of it. I do not know how old it is, except that it's clearly very old. And it's got a little leather cover. Isn't that cute? Adorable. Teeny tiny and adorable. Okay, let me put this stuff back in here for now. Okay, let's see. What's next? Oh my God. So we went to this used bookstore. Oh no, this was at Philly AIDS Thrift, and they had this massive collection of it's going to take me forever to pick all these stickers off of Horizon books. I think I got 15 or 16 of them. I got all of them because they are so. I'm not gonna. I'll just show you one, but I got 16 of them, different ones from the 60s mostly. But they have such great pictures and stories. I love these. I have one of them, and when I saw all of them, I was like, "Oh my God, amazing!" I have one that I absolutely love, and I like hoarding it. And now I have all of these, but I do think I'm going to sell some of these in the sale. So keep an eye on that. See, like, look how pretty that is. Look at that. Oh, you can't really see. Look at that. So that's fantastic. And I have a huge bag of them. Huge. Let me see what else I have here. More books. Here's a little mid-century drawing book, how to draw animals. There's an elephant. So that's fun. A color picture dictionary for children. I'm going to go through these pretty quick. Some of these books will definitely show up in the sale. Hi. I'm sorry, I don't have a great connection. So hopefully you can hear me. Whoops, it's good. Oh my God, I'm having so much internet trouble tonight that I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make this worth doing. And now everything's upside down. Why is everything upside down? Okay. Weird. So this is Alice in Wonderland. It's illustrated with the original illustrations from the original book. So I thought that was kind of cool. I got that one at Ollie's as well. If you have an Ollie's, it's totally worth going to look at what they have. They have a lot of picture heavy, image heavy, like coffee table books like this that are dirt cheap. I don't know how they get them so cheap, but they do. Okay, so I'm making these fashion journal kits, and I'm making my own fashion journal to go in it. And I had this epiphany when I saw this little mini suitcase that, of course, my journal needs to be inspired by Desperately Seeking Susan. And so this is going to be the case for my junk journal. But for now, what I have in here is these vintage 1960s gardening magazines. They have such good like patina to the pages. And there's a big stack of them. This whole thing is full of it. There's probably a dozen there. But isn't this a great case? Like, it's going to make the best case for my my Desperately Seeking Susan inspired junk journal. I cannot wait. Oh, and then so since we're on that topic, I got a bunch of these, and I thought, okay, since this is like, I don't know, these are 80s, maybe early 90s, but I thought they're full of, there's a pattern in each one. So you'd have the pattern paper. I think I have about 20 of these. So it's just enough for me to put one in each of my, my journals. And I think, kits, look at that. So I bought the whole shebang. I bought all of them. I talked the manager at the thrift store into giving me like one price for all of them. And I'm going to put those in my kits. So I'm excited for that. And, we're going to explore some stuff together because I'm having so much trouble. My husband went to Pittsburgh while I was in Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh has this art reuse store where you can order online and pick up. So I ordered online, and my husband picked up the stuff, and I haven't even looked at it yet, because what you do is you tell them what you want, and they send you a picture, but it's kind of a surprise, like Christmas. So, I got some vintage wrapping paper. Look how cute that is. Let's see if we can bring this down a little bit. Look how cute that is. I don't even know what this is. Photography, how it works. So a photography and how it works poster from Kodak. That's cute. Westmoreland Glass Company. Looks like a sales pamphlet. This lady just collected whatever vintage ephemera she could find in her store and gave it to me. And I just took it all. So there's some more of that. God, I'm having a hard time keeping this in frame. So there's some of that sales stuff. Home canning and freezing sketchbook. I don't know what makes this a sketchbook, except the drawings, but that's cool. The cover is really neat. There's another poster, Universal Finds. This is some sort of like a Hollywood poster. That's cool. That's a like a knitting pattern book, a little recipe book, very aged and great patina. Getting started with fishing. How to hold the pen and brush. Oh, this is a calligraphy book. Ooh, look at that. Neat typography in here. Look how cool that is. That's really neat. Oh, I was so excited for these. So these are vintage blueprints. I don't know what they're blueprints to, but she asked me how many of them I wanted, and I just took all of them. Look how neat that is. Oh, I'm very excited for these. I don't see a date or anything, but I'll take a closer look. So there's one. There's another one. 2, 3. Oh, look at how nice and dark blue that one is. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here we go. This one's dated March 1951. 7, 8. Oh my God, there's more. Oh, a whole pile of them. 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's a whole bunch of these. Some of these will definitely end up in the sale. So if you're interested in those, make sure you let me know. Those are neat. Those are even neater than I thought they might be. Very cool. Oh, I love these. I'm so excited for these. They're like vintage specimen boxes from the Pittsburgh Natural History Museum. So they have this little glass lid that I would probably glue in there, and then this pretty writing with whatever it is that the was the specimen in the box. I have 5 of these already, and I got 5 more. And I know I have a little idea of what I'm going to do with these, but I'm not going to say it yet, but I'm excited for them. I forgot I ordered those. And some photos. Oh, that's fun. So this is just a stack of whatever vintage photos they had. I just took them all because I couldn't go through them myself. So I just told her I would take them all. They don't charge. I don't know how they charge for these, to tell you the truth. She just gave me a one total for everything that I bought, which I kind of liked because it stopped me from hyper focusing on. I wish I could get this. Hyper focusing on each thing. Look at that little baby. These look like mid-century photos. Yeah, cute. Oh, I like that one. Little 2 men and a baby in front of a house. Very vintage. Dick McCloss, Ike Bill, and Muriel Martin. Spring of 04. 04? No, 54. Spring of 54. That makes more sense. Is she holding a poodle? I think that lady is holding a poodle. Like a fluffy black poodle. Aw. That's a sweet one. I love that one. Aw, she's got her 2 puppies. So photos and a little more of that Westmoreland sales stuff. And then there's some fabric in this box. So I've got this one. This looks like about a yard. That's cute. Oh, this is Secret Garden fabric. She didn't even tell me that. I just took it. I wonder if she even recognized it. But there's Mary with the key to the door. And the Robin Redbreast. This is, and there's Dickon. Look, this is definitely Secret Garden fabric. I don't know how old it is. It doesn't look too old, but there's a yard of it, and that just made my day. That's kind of pretty. Green roses on a navy background. Some trims. And whatever this is, not vintage. This is 2006, but I am making a circus journal right now, and that is going to go in that really well. That looks like an amoeba or like a bacteria. Oh, this is just IKEA fabric from 2006, but it is going to look nice in my circus journal. It's a really good fit for that. Just drop that. Put this stuff back in the bag so I can get it out of my way. I'm super excited about these blueprints, you guys. I think they're going to be amazing. In journals. Oh, okay. I have a huge stack of these library card, like library index cards, you know, from my brain, you guys, from the card file. Massive stack. I mean, like a huge grocery bag. See that bag? It's totally filled with these. Thousands of them. So those are definitely going to be in the sale. And as many as anybody could possibly want to have. The box of this is really neat. Well, these are just envelopes. It's a big box of envelopes. These actually look vintage. Oh no, they're not too vintage anyway. They've got a barcode on the box, but the box itself is really neat. I have one more bag from the Philadelphia Art Center. It's very full. Holy cow. Okay. Let's see what we have. Oh, these are microfiche. Look how cool this is. Oh, isn't that neat? And I have a lot of these, so I will definitely put some of these in the sale. In fact, most of this bag is so heavy because there's probably 1,000 of these in here. Wow. Okay, so they have these bulk sales there where you can, like, they'll just say, like, this one was game cards, a whole bag of them for, you know, whatever amount of money. And it's random. They just stuff the bag. So I'm going to have to go through here. I mean, there's some of them obviously are not going to be any good, but the picture showed some that were relatively vintage looking. So I thought it was worth getting just to take a look and see if there's any. Yeah, see, like here's a vintage playing card. So just to see if there are more of those kind of vintagey cards in here. I'm not going to go through this whole thing right now, but there's like Trivial Pursuit. You know, oh, like, see, there's a vintage one. Yeah, so I'll have to go through this myself later and pull out anything that is worth using. These are kind of cool. There's some flashcards. Yeah, there's all kinds of different kinds of cards in here. That one's neat. And I'm just gonna have to go through them and see. There's coupons. There's dinosaur cards. I mean, but there's I mean, just in this one little stack I pulled out, there's quite a few vintage cards. So that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Little panda cards. That one's cute. Quite a few vintage ones in here. So I'm glad that was definitely worth doing. Yeah. Quite a few. So instead of selling the whole deck, they just dump them all in and give you piles along with like Dora the Explorer, Breakfast Cheer, along with Dora the Explorer. You get some vintage cards. Oh, there's a really cool one. That will look good in my Desperately Seeking Susan card thing, I think. Okay, I'm going to put these away. I'm not going to go through them right now because that would be ridiculous on a live stream. But I will go through these and sort through them and find the cards that are worth using in junk journals. Oh my goodness. That store is closed right now. This is an interesting pad of the one half. Like it's a whole pad of paper that's just this part of a calendar. That's unusual and interesting. That's what we like for junk journals, right? So another one of their bulk things is just you get a pile of paper for a set price and they just grab what they have. If you could go in the store, which is not open because of COVID, you could pick through what they have and only get what you want. So I probably wouldn't have picked this notebook paper, say, but I might have taken that blue paper. That's kind of got a neat texture to it. Some copy paper. Oh, those are cool. Some old like dot matrix looking printed paper. Just just paper. It's just a paper pack. It's like shiny paper. I definitely would not have picked the shiny paper, but that was still worth doing because there's a bunch of stuff in here I definitely would have picked. So that's good. That's weird paper. It's picked up a color from somewhere. It's printed with some kind of color, but I don't know what from. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, how do you get a journal? Like, I wonder if someone did that. It's like a pad. It's like glue up there of just this half of like a quarter of a calendar, but the same exact calendar with a Saturday first, like the first is on a Saturday. The whole pad is like that. Very odd. Very odd. Okay, that's my stuff from Pittsburgh Art and Youth Center. I think, let's see. I'm going to show you this because it's a good example of why you should always look inside of things. Not always, because I mean, you don't have all the time in the world, but like I always look for bingo because I like the old cards, and this is clearly not an old set. Like it's a very modern set. It's made in China. It has a barcode. I've seen these at like for $5 at in those Christmas like cheap kind of generic Christmas gifts at Walmart. But when I opened it, what I saw was someone had added like the little vintage wooden pieces. These are some of these like neon bright dots that you can use. So these are not included in here. This has little plastic white dots. They're not even in here. The vintage stuff is in here. These are the cards that came with it. So it's 1993. It's actually mildly vintage, right? But then there's also these that are really vintage. I did a little research and I think these might be like from the 50s. I'm not 100%. There's no date, but they're from the Milton Bradley Company. And there's a whole stack of them that are, so somebody like made a little Franken kit. Bingo. And I would not have known that if I had just looked at the box and decided that it was not old enough or that it wasn't something I wanted. So let's go through some books again. The How Book for Contractors. I thought this was really cool. And it has this in the back, which is another blueprint. It's like attached in the back. Model dairy barn. So that was really neat. And the inside is just a lot of like charts and things that I like to put in my journal. So I wonder how old this is. 1914 copyright. Tracking Animals by George F. Mason. This is a like a retired school book or library book from a school in 1943. But it's really neat as it has all of these drawings and then their traps. Oh, remember when I told you I was gonna crash? This is a Beethoven symphony. It's actually, oh no, this one didn't have a date, but there was another one. I don't know where the heck it is that did have a date. That was, oh, this one it does, 1941. So that's cool. This is 10,000 garden questions answered by the experts. Very nice cover. You can't really see it on here, but this is embossed with flowers. Pretty book plate on the inside, and then it's just lots of questions. This real thin, crinkly paper. This is from the 50s, 1951. Okay. The Peacock Sheds His Tail by Alice Tisdale Hobart. First of all, it was full. I got this at the Book Barn, Baldwin's Book Barn in Westchester, Pennsylvania, which is, if you're ever there, one of the cooler bookstores I've ever been to. It has all of this little ephemera just kind of stuck in here from the book club that this book came from. In 19 MCMXLV. Let's look that up really quick. MCMXLV. 1945. But the reason I got it, so the ephemera is super cool. I'm not going to lie. That's neat. But look at the cover. It has a peacock on it. How pretty is that? So I loved that. I loved that. Oh, this is for my circus journal. I found this Circus ABC little golden book. And I like it because it has some non-creepy. There's only one clown. And he's, okay, so he's mildly creepy. But most of this is not clowns. So there's another clown. He's also mildly creepy. But, like, she's cool. And then the Mennonites, they package their magazines like this, where they tie them all together. So these are all smudge Smithsonian magazines from the 80s, 1981. But what a great, I love it as a consumer because I don't have to pay for them individually. You know, I don't know, but great images in the Smithsonian is a good magazine. The pages are nice and thick and they're great for, but I love that these are 80s. So 1981. I might be able to get some pictures from 1980 from these for my, I don't know if there will be anything even remotely resembling style, but if there is, it'll be good in my Desperately Seeking Susan journal. So I got those, and then I got a whole bunch of National Geographics from 1953. There's 6. And then there's 2 more packs that big from the early 50s. This is Listening to Music Creatively. Beethoven plays piano sonnets. It's got a lot of like marginalia and stuff in here. I think I got this at, Second and Charlie or something like that. Can't remember exactly what it's called, but I mostly just really loved the cover of this. I love this one. Legendary authors and the clothes they wore. How fun is that? Boring cover, but really cool inside. Like Oscar Wilde, Zadie Smith, Virginia Woolf. This made me very happy. Joan Didion, Quentin Crisp, Dorothy Parker, Hunter Thompson. Ooh, there I go crashing. And then it's got these quote pages. Mark Twain. Anyway, I thought that one made me happy. I really like it. The Museum ABC from the Metropolitan Museum of Art. This was a children's book. These will make great journal cards. That was my thought on that one. It's not a very old book, but the pictures are quite amazing. I think I'm just going to show the rest of this stack of books, and then I'm going to go to bed. So we'll do the rest in a part 2. This is Around the World with Auntie Mame. Look at the cool cover on that one. It's got these travel stamps. I think Rosemary Morris has she has said in her live streams that next month's kit is going to be travel themed. So I was thinking of that when I bought that one. I found a copy of The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady by Edith Holden at Philly Aids Thrift. This is a newer one, I think. Oh, no, it's not. 1977. Look. I love this book. That one actually might have made me squeal out loud a little bit. This one cracked me up. I got this. We went to Habitat for Humanity, and only things I got a chair, which I'm happy about because I needed one. So like just a desk chair, and I got some like file cabinet looking things, and then I got these 2 things: this coffee mug and this book called Fixed Partial Prothesis. It had all of this ephemera stuck in here, so this is someone's like dental school notes, I guess. These are not dated, although let's hope that they're old, because I hope somebody wasn't studying this book from 1954 anytime recently. But this is just about making a dental crown. So I guess if I ever need to know that, I'm all set. But these notes I love. I just Oh, I got it. These are in really rough shape. These were actually in the free box outside of Affiliated Thrift. So there's a Tom Sawyer. They're quite old, 1955. The pages on the inside are in good condition. There's some illustrations. The covers are rough, but I mean, they were free. And Heidi, isn't that pretty? This cover, the spine is broken, but the covers themselves are not too bad. So it'll make a fun journal cover. Oh, I got all of these from Affiliated Thrift. There's another kind of mid-century 1950 book on how to draw. Look at the Great Dane. Where did he go? How fun is that? The Two Worlds of Andrew White, a conversation with Andrew Wright. So this just has a lot of really neat photo or art, but I like it because it's not super shiny. From Andrew White's art. Oh, this one I thought would be good for my my circus themed journal I'm working on. So it's puppet songs from Carnival. It's just music. Got a little stack going over there. We went into these are new, but they were like, a bookstore that does remainders. But I liked this because I thought it's a book where you're supposed to just draw in the faces and the clothes are already there. But I thought this would be fun in my fashion journals kits. And I bought 2 of them so that I'd have enough pages. And I also really love the cover. Rosie Flo's Garden coloring book. My daughters are going to Hawaii at the end of the summer, and so I got this to make them a journal to keep. And I loved that because it's got this canvasy cover or linen-y cover with Hawaii on it. Also a great cover here, and then really neat pictures on the inside. And this is just a National Geographic book. Yep, from 1970. All those pineapples. Oh my God. Oh, this one is super neat. So this is called Drawing Fashion. I got it from the same store where I got these. So this is not a vintage book. It's a newer one. But it was remaindered, so it was relatively inexpensive. This is a book from, I don't see 2010. So, it's 11 years old. It's not that new. But it also was not a used book. It came from the publisher. But it's a book about fashion sketches, drawing fashion. Look at the pictures in here. So this is going to be fun to pull from for my I wonder, so that looks like it's by year. Let me look at the Anyway, this will be fun to pull from for my fashion kits, right? Isn't that cool? This book is called Animals in Motion. Boring cover, but the pictures are incredible. How old is this book? The 50s, 1957. Look at how cool those pictures are. Look at, there's a camel walking. Like, how do camels walk? Okay. It's a book about how different animals walk with still pictures. So that's really neat. Let's see what we got going on here. This one is the Appalachian Trail. Look at the wild turkeys. How old is this one? 1972. There's some pretty neat pictures in here. Some of them are glossy and some of them are, then there's also this kind of non-glossy paper, but look at, she's like roller, I don't know what that is, some kind of old school rollerblading. The pictures are a lot of fun. So Appalachian Trail, I'm running out of room. This one is called Leaves of Gold. I mostly got it because the cover is super neat and it's like you can unbind it. And so obviously for junk journal purposes, that's nice. It's signed Christmas 69 in the inscription, but it's a 1948 book. And mostly it just has, it's very biblical. Looks like quotes, but not from the Bible. I really have to go and look into what this actually is. I don't know what this is. Oh no, this is not biblical. Oh. Because there's Abraham Lincoln, two alternatives. We shall meanly lose or nobly save the last hope of earth. This is just a book of quotes. And it's got gorgeous paper. Ooh, nice paper. Well, that's better than I expected. That's nice. I mostly bought it for the cover, but I actually really like the inside as well. Oops. So this one is called, it's tied up because it's falling to pieces, but it's a very vintage, let's see, a very vintage music book. It looks ancient. I can't tell how old it is. It's got a little bit of ephemera in it, which you know I love. Battle Hymn of the Republic. Community songs. That's kind of cool. It's got a little bit of chewed up here. Maybe an actual bookworm got it. I don't know. Hopefully it has moved on. I don't see a date, which makes me sad. Look how it's very pretty. Very old. I'm going to wrap it back up because it's pretty. I don't want it to fall apart on me. Let's see if I can do this without hurting it. Well, I don't think I can. I'm going to stick it inside the Leaves of Gold. Remind me of that if I forget. Blueberry Growing. It's fun. This is July 1962. Singer Dressmaking Guide. Very neat. I don't know how old this is, but it has a 1947. That's pretty old. The Old House Journal 1980 catalog, a buyer's guide for owners of houses built before 1920, which I live in. So it's some sort of a catalog of resources for people who live in Victorian houses. Some ephemera in there. The Old House Journal 1980 stuck in there. Okay, I love these. And I don't know yet what I'm going to do with them. But these books that have these albums and then they have these leaves, these are like wax albums. They weigh 1,000,000 pounds. But they all often have these really, really super cool covers. This is the student prints. But look at the little people. So I have 2 of these. I don't know where the other one is off the top of my head. But I loved this one. There's the back. I'm going to figure out something to do with these. It's just like right for being a journal. Oh. And this one is a fantastic cover. It's called Look at America. Pretty. It's these kind of muted colors I really like. A look picture book. Printed in Great Britain. No date. Why is there never a date on these? Oh, okay. So this is from Look magazine. No dates. Wow. Why would they not put a date on this? Well, anyway, it's got, look at the bear. It's got fantastic pictures. Looks like some kind of mid-century. Yeah. No date, which is kind of silly. But it's what it is. I love this picture. And this is a great cover. It's nice and grungy. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night and try to, hello. I'm going to call it a night and do, finish up this tomorrow because I am very tired. I have been writing all day, 12 hours, and I'm exhausted all of a sudden, just catching up with me. So I will talk to you later. I'm going to try to finish this live stream tomorrow of my haul because I still have a bunch of stuff to show you. I got through a good amount of it. Yeah, I need to put some of it away now so that I can get to the rest of it to show you. All right. Have a great night, guys. Bye.